Going, guys? Fox Racing, welcome back to my channel, guys. I hope you guys doing well. I hope you're having good day so far. It's beginning of the week. Hopefully, guys, we hopefully we're gonna have good year. Like next year probably will be a better year for us, because this year, we went through a lot. So hopefully 2021 will be prosperous year where more likely we might just like leave everything behind and just keep on tracking for the following year, because this year was the worst year that I ever witnessed in my entire life. But guys, I hope you're doing good. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. I'm only like 5 minutes over the Verrazano Bridge, like over to Staten Island. I mentioned before, you guys are not from New York. Staten Island is one part of the borders of New York City. So we're allowed to work there in Staten Island. But guys, this year, I just happened to gonna be going to I'm gonna be going to the New Year's Eve. I'll be going to Pennsylvania. I'm sure guys, I'm going to this place called Hershey's. Well, it's close to Hershey's. I'm going to Garysburg. Garysburg, it's crazy. I'm sure Garysburg, man. This is where it all went down, during the Civil War, where actually at one point Abraham Lincoln, this defeated the South, where the war lasted almost like the entire term of Abraham Lincoln, which basically Abraham Lincoln was became a president, I think, in 1861, and the war almost lasted the whole term, between 1861 to like 1864, and at the end, that's when the war ended in 1865. But you know exactly what happened, you guys, to Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was my idol, honestly. He grew up poor. He lived, actually, he was born in backwoods cabin, somewhere in Kentucky. And then at one point he taught himself law. He became a lawyer. He only served like, I don't know, maybe like one term as a congressman. And then eventually he taught himself law, and he passed actually the bar exam, back then, and he became, lawyer, worked in a law firm, and then eventually in 1861 he was elected to become a president. So the war dragged on, for like almost 5 years, man, and then eventually, Abraham Lincoln, at the end of his term, he became very sick at that point, and during the war, he decided to he hired one of his general. His general was Ulysses Grant. Ulysses Grant happened to be the 18th president of the United States. Because the fact, after Abraham Lincoln, what happened to Abraham Lincoln at the end, once the war ended, in Gettysburg, this is where it ended. It's crazy. There were almost 800,000 Americans died in that war. You could combine the whole like wars that United States was involved in, and that number, 800,000 American, doesn't even come close to the amount of people. That's almost like 10 times the amount of people that died in all the US wars, and it happened only between the North and the South, and it started back then, during the beginning of the Abraham Lincoln presidential thing. And at one point, you know what happened, when the war ended, because of Ulysses Grant, that's why Ulysses Grant had good strategy, and that's when they were able to defeat Robert Lee, right? So the Confederates were defeated at that point, and the war started about nothing, basically, just because the fact that Abraham Lincoln, during his first year being in the White House, he decided to declare Emancipation Proclamation, where he decided to free the slave, and pretty much that's pretty much what started the war, basically. But let's see. And at one point, even though he basically, what happened after the war ended, he was just attending one of these play at one of the theaters called Ford Theater in Washington D.C. And you know, guys, how Abraham Lincoln died. Basically, he was assassinated by Wilkes Booth. You know, Wilkes Booth, it was crazy, man. Just walked into the theater and shot actually Abraham Lincoln while he was watching the play. Basically, Wilkes Booth, he was hunted down and eventually he was killed. You know, after like a couple of years, they were looking for him. So, I'm sorry, guys. I just dragged on. You know, sometimes I just go on and go on because it started because the fact I'm going close to Gettysburg, and that's when actually the war ended. But eventually, I'm going to be going to Hershey's. I'm sure you know Hershey's, guys. It's a place with the chocolate factory. You know, it was called actually Hershey's at one point until the town was bought back in 1905 by Milton's Hershey, you know, because Milton Hershey was actually a writer, and he actually decided to, at one point he never made it as a writer or whatever, and he decided to start the chocolate factory, and it became household. And that's, you know, because the town used to call Derry Church, not Dairy Church, Derry Church. And then when Milton Hershey bought the place, it became actually Hershey's, and they have Hershey Park there. It's awesome. I've been to Hershey so many times, actually. The only thing why I went Hershey, but I went to the Hershey Park and also the chocolate factory, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, guys, you know, with no further ado, I just wanted to, you know, because the fact, you know, during New Year's Eve I'm gonna be there, you know, but with no further ado, guys, I just wanted to actually show you this is what I did so far today. You know, it's $59.36. Started a little, you know, late, around like 9:30, 10 o'clock. It's about almost 11:30. It's almost 1 o'clock right now. Yeah, so I just kind of took a break a little bit. I want to show this, upload this video for you guys. So let's go through my earnings, you know, and I'm gonna show you one thing, you know, honestly, because every time I like to show my my earnings through my online account, like not the Uber app account. I like to actually show, because I've never, you know, I always wanted to show my earning through my Uber's app, but usually, you know what I'm saying, after the cutoff, you know, you could see clearly, and I could show you the difference between the amount that it's actually shown on my online account instead of Uber account, because, you know, Uber doesn't finalize your earning until after the cutoffs, and there's so many of these and eventually that's how they calculated the whole thing, and they add some of the things that it's sort of like a trip balance, you know, where basically they add certain things that wasn't, you know, it's part of your earnings, and they don't finalize everything till the end. And I could show you the difference, you know, between the amounts. So you guys, if you want to chill for a little bit, I'm going to show you my account quick. All right, just hold on for me. Yeah, guys, you know, I just wanted to go through the earning. Like I said, this is pretty much what I did today. It's just this morning for 5 trips, basically. I'm going to go to summary right now, and I'm going to show you actually the amount that it's showing on my account right now. But I'm going to show you the you know, the amount that Uber finalized at the end of the cutoff, after cutoff, you know, after 4 a.m. Monday. So basically, this is what I did so far. You know, the internet here is kind of slow a little bit, so you guys wanted to bear with me. So I could be able to show you the rest of my earning. So yesterday, you know, I was like, I came out and I kind of hammered all the way, you know, and basically this is what I did. It's, you know, last week it's 1936, but technically I made $2,053 and change. But I'm going to go to my account. I'm going to show you what was added to my account that makes it $2,053. That's why I've always wanted to show my earnings through my real account, but I usually do it here. But usually the numbers are kind of difference between the amount of the money that is shown on my Uber account after the cutoff. It's not the final, you know, count, you know. So it will basically, they have to do some adjustment to add some of the trip balances to your account. So So this is what I did last week. It's 1936, basically. So Monday, and basically, guys, I usually, like I said, I don't mind showing you my credential because I'm not really scared of anything like that, because the fact, we're all in this country because obviously anyone could hack into your credential. It doesn't matter. But as long as no one knows your social security, so then it's just fine because obviously anyone, we're all vulnerable basically to hackers. But I'm not, it doesn't concern me basically. So this is basically what I did last week. You could clearly see 1936, right? And eventually I'm going to show you what, the online account, all my online Uber online account, like if you go through your browser basically instead of your app. Yeah, obviously here I did like 1936 in 62 hours and 19 minutes. So like I said, that's all, it's amazing because I did 125 trips. It's almost the same amount of trips that I did back then with the trip challenge. I just noticed it right now. So Monday, I basically did 223.22, right, in 7 hours, right? And then on Tuesday, I worked for 4 hours. I made like $142. I didn't work that much. On Wednesday, I made like I made 238.41 in 6 hours, right? The 24th, 10 hours. I made 359.23. You see that? And then on Friday, 244.58 in 6 hours and 44 minutes. Remember, I think I did this, during it was probably when I was on doing live stream. I think if I'm not mistaken, or either it was Saturday. I'm not sure because I forgot. 321 here, right? 12 hours and 23 minutes, and then on Sunday. I kind of, was very consistent at one point, and at the end it got slow a little bit. I was thinking maybe it would be mid 405.97, 14 hours. So basically, guys, this is what I did for last week. Like I said, right? 1936. You gotta click twice in order for you to show the whole amount. 1936.10. So you guys, you see this is 1936.10, right? And I'm gonna go to my online account, and you can see there's certain things that they like for instance, before the cutoff, there's like people tend to actually tip you, and it's not part of the amount that it's showing right now. So basically Uber what they do is, and Lyft, they're tricky actually. They never really break down everything to show exactly what you're getting, because even if people tip you after the cutoff, they will probably more likely they still be able to actually pocket that money for themselves. But that's why I don't really trust Lyft that much. But I'm gonna go through my account, like you said. I'm gonna show you exactly my online account. You remember, guys, when I shot my video day before yesterday, the last one, when I guys showed you the Everyday Giant 2020, which is the promotion for $100. They were giving it to dedicated drivers. So it was applied to my account, but it was never actually shown through my Uber account, through my Uber app account. So until I went back, and it was itemized, and it was shown, it was actually sort of a credit to my account, basically. So I'm gonna go here, right, and I'm gonna have to go through my account, and I'm gonna show you the amount between what I'm showing you here, 1936. Although I made over $2,000 with the adjustment that were made after the cutoff, right? So just bear with me, guys, here for a little bit, and I'm gonna show you the difference, because that's why, even though from the beginning when I started doing the challenges, I could clearly see that I made more money versus what I'm showing through my Uber app account. But I've always done it through there because I really could care less, because I know I'm making excessive money anyway. So basically, you can see right here, right, this is my last trip today. at 11:25. That's why I pulled up here a little bit. I had something to eat, and then I came back here close to the highway. You know, it's pretty much quiet here. So I'm gonna go to my account here, right, guys? And I'm gonna click on my account. You can clearly see this is my account through Uber. See, that's why I like to go through my actual Uber account, because this is where you could do everything. You could download your tax form. You could change your name. You could change actually pretty much anything you want as far as your account. This is where you could update your document. You could do it also through Uber app, but there's something through the app itself that you cannot do, where you have to actually come and do it through your online account, right? So guys, I hope you guys doing good. I hope next year will be different. You know, this year it's a horrible, you know what I'm saying? So we gone through a lot. So this is pretty much just today, right? You can see basically I'm gonna go through my statement, right? Yeah, so this is just today, but basically you can see right there, guys, December 28th, which is last week. This is what I made, $2,053.96. You can see that yourself. It was already processed, right? And basically I'm gonna show you what actually kind of brought that number from 1936, right, that I showed you through my Uber app, and where basically they added some miscellaneous and some of the tip that actually people tip me after the cutoff. You know what I'm saying? It was like $105 extra. So you can see the difference between my account from Uber app and the account here. So let me see if I still have. See, 1936, which is last week, right? But here through my account, this is technically what I made this week. It's $2,053.96. So this is what brought everything up to this, that made it, that the number changed from 1936, you know, that I'm showing through my Uber app versus my online account, which basically it happened this trip balance, right? There's 105. If you add like 1936 and 1936, right, 10 to 1948, because this is what I made technically, 1948, 59. After some adjustment, I think somebody tipped me after 4 o'clock. But there was another, but there was a trip balance, which is certain things that they added as far as the surge, maybe, or something that was added to my account. So and it brought my account to $2,053.96. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, and also you see clearly here, guys, there's an expense of PPE delivery fee, because I uploaded the video. I'm not sure if it's the one or the last video before the last video, where I mentioned that we always get the health supply from Uber, and it was always free. We never paid for the shipping. But this time around, they asked us for $5.95, and they deducted it here, $5.95. You see that? For the shipping. So you guys, I just want to update you on my I just want to update you as far as my earning from last week. This month was pretty cool. I know, although like in the beginning of the month, I wasn't really consistent, but overall, you know, this month was pretty cool. And like I said, you know, the only reason why you want to go through your online account, because, you know, you can see everything here, your tax information, tax settings. You could download everything. You could download your statement from here, the whole 9 yards. So this year, last week was $2,053.96, like you see here, guys. So guys, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having good week so far. I'll talk to you soon, and God bless America. Take care. Bye.